Hello everyone, my name is Yuta Jazz, and today we are going to do a pickup aisle reading, but a little bit different. I'm going to just like shuffle the cards right now, and we are going to get three piles because I don't think I have time or the energy to do more than three piles today. And yeah, it's going to be a feel good reading. The holiday season is upon us. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. The year is ending. All of us are feeling a bunch of different many ways, and I know that I can use a feel good reading. I only chose it because I want to feel good reading. I have a list of some readings I had queued up and I never did, but yeah, I don't know. I felt like doing a feel good reading. Although my guides were like, "Hey, what about a message from your higher self?" And I'm like, "I don't know, maybe I'll just record that later on today or something." Yeah, all right. Let's get going. And I am also going to have them upright so you can choose as they come out. So there we go. Those are the three piles. Choose whichever interests you the most. And I'm going to start with pile number one, the Fool. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hello, pile number one, who chose the Fool, which is kind of cool, isn't it? It's the zero card, your pile number one, fresh new beginnings type of vibe, going out on your own, doing your thing, strutting your behind. Um, the rose is really jumping out to me. Uh, White roses have a few different meanings. From what I remember the most, it is of like love, purity, and support. A little bit of a spiritual rose as well compared to the other ones that could have like connotations of either like actual affection and love and romance or personal power or I don't know. I think there's also like a different color for like feminine, I don't know, prowess too or whatever. So yeah, it doesn't seem like the romantic type of rose. It kind of seems more like your own rose of blooming. So let's say there's something that you really wanted to mature to and do since you were either really young, maybe a teenager, maybe you realized you wanted to do this specific thing when you quit high school, or left high school, whatever. Whether you quit or left, whatever it is, right? Or uni or college or whatever. There was something that you kind of came to realization about yourself and how you view the world and what is important to you or not, like what goes by your values and what goes against them, and then you figured out this thing you would love to see in the world or would like to have in the world, or for anyone to actually even make it while you were young. It was gonna be like really cool if someone else thought of the same thing and then they made it. And yeah, you're in this position currently right now in your life where probably you don't have a lot going on, but you don't need it because you are starting something, if not again, it is for the first time, but I feel like it's split if it's again or for first the first time for you. Maybe you tried it in different iterations, and this is like the finished product now. Maybe you had test trials, and this is the only one that's actually launching. Maybe this is the first time you're committing to this idea, whatever it is, whether it's creative, whether it's going to move to a specific country, whether it's becoming a specialist in a specific field, right? Or whether it is becoming, I don't know, a small business owner or an entrepreneur of some sort where you have your own, store creation, other things. I'm gonna leave that. It had to fall out. Um, yeah, it's something about a thing that you have ultimate confidence about being cool or something you not like and is your thing, if you've forgotten it since your youth and now you're coming back into it and it's a bit foggy, doesn't matter. You're going to still start walking this new path or this path you always wanted to walk, and then you're just going to have it clear up as you go forward, and you will see like why it always was so important to you. You'll understand that you always had this side of you to express, and you always had this journey to go, and like this way of living or this part of the world or this job was always going to be your job, that like you were always going to go and live there. It doesn't matter that you grew up and spent like I don't know 20, 30, whatever years of your life, in your neighborhood or in the same country or the same state or province or region. It's like you had to have that you had to had have had that period of time of maturing to come out of it and go on this new wave and see that like it doesn't matter who says what about what is successful or productive or worthwhile. At the end of the day, none of that matters because it's all about what the fuck do you want to do and what do you see value in and what is important to you, and just having that confidence. And yeah, you're at a part of your life where you've repaired a big significant aspect of your own relationship with yourself. In terms of like, how do you like to rest? How do you like to go on and do things? How do you like moving forward, right? How do you like enjoying your free time when you do have that free time? How much of the free time do you like? Right? Are you one of those people that would prefer to have more free time, or maybe you want to work more and move and travel? Whatever that balance is, you've really unlocked it, you really tuned into it and tapped into it, and now you're going to start this journey of really seeing like why you valued what you valued, that you were always going to fit in here, that it was always meant for you, and you were always going to be this person. And it doesn't matter who says what about what is successful. If you want it, you do it. If you see value in it, if you feel right being this person, right? Living your life this way, making these decisions or taking these opportunities, or just trying and fucking finding it out, whatever it is, right? Like, I don't know, maybe you're on your journey of becoming a hermit surfer on the fucking beach in Australia or some shit, right? Maybe you're on your journey to becoming the next CEO Wall Street person. Maybe you are climbing up the ranks and everything in your business is changing and there's an opportunity to become the owner of that business, right? Maybe you just want a family and to leave and go away with all of your savings and just stop the life of being employed and doing all of this, just going to like a cheap country and living there and having respite for a couple of years doing nothing because you can afford that. And just because someone's telling you you shouldn't do it or can't do it or it's a bad investment doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means that's what they're saying and that's what they think. But your decisions, your life is in your hands, and so it depends off of you, what you're going to make of it. And that relationship is what matters here. It's not that you should be choosing different things because those relationships are more important and you can't live your life because these people, maybe, I don't know, this job, right? Maybe this environment, maybe these benefits, whatever these benefits are. But at the end of the day, they aren't what's making you happy. They're benefits, right? They're not really worth it because the benefit isn't a benefit if you don't need it, you can't use it, right? And at this point, it's kind of like, I'm okay at zero. Like, I'm good that, everything's kind of fucking cleared, wiped. I don't really. Maybe you don't have a lot of stuff in your possession at the moment. Maybe you're renting out and you just sold your apartment flat. Whatever it is, there's something about actually starting fresh and not really having a lot around you, not a lot of people, not a lot of noise, not a lot of maybe resources of some sort, but that is actually giving you this lightness to go forward. It's uninhibiting you and it's unrestricting you to just do what you need to and want to because you don't have those things attached to you in terms of like what they're doing for you, you know? Damn, man. What the? Whoa. All the major arcanas. Okay, well, there we go. But still, I literally wanted to sing that as like, yeah, yeah, that song, it's very old. I haven't listened to it for ages. Don't judge me. All the single ladies, right? But it came out as all the major arcanas. You can't really sing it that well, but I don't know. Our heads make up things that we can't actually comprehend in real life sometimes, isn't it? Or can't physically even happen. Yeah, you're very steadfast. You are going to do what is right for you to actually become more affluent or have more resources or just have more freedom to enjoy your resources. You're getting to a point where you're going to actually have, like, you're going to be happy with your home environment. You're going to have what you need to feed yourself well, take care of yourself if you enjoy, like, I don't know, hikes, spas, swimming, um, drawing, maybe, whatever recharges you and you can just do without any goal, rhyme or reason. It just feels nice, right? Um, you're gonna have a lot of opportunity for that. You're gonna be secured, and you're gonna be able to slow down a lot more than to keep moving. I feel like what you've just done is close everything out between this side and that side. Like this is let's say let's look at the two of wands. So one wand you're leaving behind, the other one you're taking a hold on, and the one behind you seems like what other people would have maybe wanted of you, or maybe what you would have had to have because of societal expectations, or because you had that contract with that job, right? And it's like it's stuck in place. It's not moving. It's gonna be there. That's it, right? But you have turned your back on that. You have said, "No, I'm stopping it. This is ending, and I'm taking what I want to do into my own hands. I'm moving forward with what actually interests me and makes sense to me and provides me with that energy to invest into it, with that energy of like, I want to do this. I love this. It fires me up, or it brings out my passionate side. It brings out the side of me that is actually like, yo, fucking, I'm good. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm happy for it. So it seems to me like, yeah, you've stopped the dilly-dallying. You've made your decision. You're already steadfast going there on four wheels. Nothing's gonna take you off the road. You're focusing on how you're feeling to guide you through it. You know that like you not having a lot is all right, but also that feeling the freedom and security is gonna be the thing that really leads you forward and keeps you going forward. And there is like a wave, a very vague wave, because some of you are hyper independent people that want to just be alone, and you don't really want friends, people, or romantic partnerships. You don't mind knowing locals in certain places, or just knowing that random one person you say hi to on the street because you like petting their dog, or you see them in the park, and it's not big conversations. It's just human kindness and likeness, right? Like you don't it seems like there's a huge group of people here that don't want nothing to do with anyone. You want your own peace of mind in your world and you will get it. But to others, you are going to find people. You're going to find a community. It might not, like, I don't feel all of this is like long term, lasting. But I do find it as like when you transition and you see this group or you find these people, it's going to be so nice that you have that as you started, this new chapter of your life. It's going to be nice that you had a welcoming party or a welcoming vibe from like people that you don't keep up with, you don't talk to often, but doesn't that settle you into a nice vibe when you just move into a place? You're not going to talk to your neighbors, no one gives a shit, but the neighbors do want to show like this is a safe, nice neighborhood. If you need help, you can ask us to like, water your plants, check your house if you're gone or something. Like we're trustworthy. Come over for a barbecue. We want to welcome you to the street and introduce you to everyone, so you're not, afraid of Larry with the lazy eye and the bulldog, or something. Um, I don't know where that came from, but fuck it, Larry with the lazy eye and the bulldog. Shout out to you. I don't know what the fuck you are. So yeah, Congratulations, you did really well. You're gonna be happy. It's gonna take some time. I feel like this is a bit slow because we have the Chariot and Queen of Pentacles. The only card that shows speed is this one, but even then, I think it's more showing the point that you have completely decided. You've made your choice. That's it. It's done. You're not gonna go over it again. You're not going back and forth. It's done. Like no one can stop you from this. So let's get you one card from. Oopsie. Half the deck almost fell on the floor, so I see that as half and half. Like I don't know, something definitely is being split up and separated here into one and the other world, into their respective worlds where they deserve to be. Reverse or upright? Upright. Okay. I choose to learn through love. Yeah, that's what you've chosen. That's literally what you've chosen. Somewhere in one of your evenings you came to it and was like, okay, if I don't feel good about it, I don't love this, then why am I doing it? And what other choice could I make in my life, even if it's difficult, that would make me feel better or be more of something I appreciate, like, and love? And it is a hard choice when you first start looking at it, because you gotta choose something that might seem irresponsible or seem daunting or scary or out of the blue, right? Or very emotional because like logically you'd be like, "Oh, keep that job," but emotionally you might be like, "I want to get the fuck out of here." And you're trying to then, step into a healthy approach of the fool and, do it in the way that actually is healthy, that's good for you, that works, leaves everything sorted. So, yeah, thank you so much for having this reading with me. Thank you for sharing your energy. I appreciate you. And yeah, you can do the things in the comment section and stuff. And if not, whatever. I have Linktree if you want to check that out. And yeah, have a good day, either just good or coping good or whatever. I just have what you need, you know. I hope you smile. But yeah, see you next time. Hi guys, who chose Queen of Cups pile 2. I wasn't sure if the video was going to be like very fucking dark or not, so I turned on my camera's flash. Um, it kind of works kind of me, so I'm gonna try and not put cards in this center, and I'm just gonna have this Queen of Cups a little bit to the side. Although she was a very nice teal, no, no, not teal, sorry, my bad. A very nice like cyan color because of the holographic stuff without the lighting. And I didn't want to turn the lighting on, but fuck knows, maybe it's gonna probably be dark as shit in about 15 minutes anyway, and that's how long the reading's gonna go. So I'm pretty sure the sun is setting or getting towards setting, and it's super cloudy. It's just not gonna work. Someone's looking at you. I mean, come on, like you're focusing on your emotional well-being, what's happening for you. You're getting over some rocky terrain. You're reassessing what you can take with you and what you can't from the life you've just had, because there is a feeling of like transition or like getting rid of shit that doesn't work so you can have the shit that does work and then see what you can do with the stuff that you have all together in your life. Um, and this guy is super hot for you. Mind you, I don't know if they're a good person or not, because I'm looking at that little freaking lizard at the bottom, the black little fucking shit right over here, and it ain't making me feel good. Because the lizard is also looking to this person. And the way I'm seeing this currently right now, the way it's looking to me is like something is whispering to this person to go towards this person because of whatever reasons. I mean, like this kind of feels like vampiric. This feels like an energy vampire. That's not even aware of how unhealthy or toxic they are. They are very attractive, they're charismatic, they have resources, they're fun to be around, but they don't actually work with higher forces. They don't actually work with good energy. They don't connect to their guides as much as the person here. Here, person connects to guides indefinitely. Here, person doesn't listen to their guides. They appreciate whatever astral friends they found in their dream time is how it's coming across, but it happens in many different ways. But they did find a person, a thing that's like an attachment to them right now, that's whispering to them about things, and they like it because they get resources, they get good contracts, deals, they have discounts and fucking even expensive cars or other shit happening here because of this influence, and for them it's feeding their ego and it's keeping them stable, and they don't really give a shit. Like, they're happy this way. um I would assume they don't really have a lot of divine guidance or guides around them. Like, there's always going to be guides that still observe you when you've chosen to live your life this way. There's still going to be someone watching you or overlooking you, but if you don't respect the people that are there to support you through your life, right? They can't fucking support you because you don't respect them. So every action they take is nulled. It's countered. It's swept. So this is the same with this person. I don't think they think anything about any of this. They're just doing their thing. They're very hot and ready. They go 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 go. They really like deep attraction, though. They really like when they see something they can get, and if they can't get it, they want to get it even more. They're very sight on pleasure, on success, on getting their way, and just having what they want, and that's just their life. Kind of a little bit childish and immature, in my opinion. That is my opinion as a reader. I mean, this is a general reading, and this person could appear in many different ways, but the specific energy I'm getting from either whatever this is or whoever is this. Stay on your island, keep connecting to your guides, keep listening to your intuitive gifts that are from source, from God, from angels, or from your ET family or your ancestors, the ones that love you and are benevolent. Choose the ones that are good for you and keep going through them with them. If you ignore this person, they'll disappear. If you start reacting to them, giving them attention, or even saying no to them and blocking them very, very harsh, they'll still come after you. So, plus side is you're beautiful and fucking amazing, and you're doing really well for yourself, and you're doing what you need to be happy in your heart with yourself, with your life, and also even for yourself romantically. Where you are currently as the Queen of Cups, and this doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. Like, you can figure out the genders and the vibes and the energies if you need to. I mean, this is pretty clear cut. But as a person that, as a person that's in the Queen of Cups, you are falling in love with yourself, taking care of yourself, treating yourself right, being a person that is, the Queen of Cups, being taken care by the Queen of Cups in your life. You're doing that for yourself. And so it makes people magnetic. It makes them prettier. It makes their face different. It starts like rejuvenating different parts of their body in general. Like, their hair starts looking better, their eyes look better, there's less wrinkles, even if you don't fucking sleep for some damn reason. Like, if you're tuning into that energy, right? You're just a bomb to a lot of people because a lot of people don't do this. They're codependent, they do shit with, other things to feel this way. People that do this, like, they stand out like a sore thumb because they're full of awesomeness. And to keep being that way, keep falling in love with yourself, keep stepping into just your world, because if you'll be so grounded in this world, you will attract the partner that is meant for you. I think this guy is a fucking test because he's really gonna look fancy. He's gonna look like everything on the surface is all right, but if you feel that feeling of like something's not right here, or like I don't feel comfortable with you, or like I don't feel free with you, like I feel like this is like a mental game. Like, I gotta pick choice out of five answers. What is your next question? Why are you gonna ask it? Because this person's gonna be driving it that way or this way or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure he just started a conversation from the point of some type of manipulation game or fact checking me in like how submissive I am. Like, if you pick up on anything that doesn't feel right, doesn't matter how much they compliment you, how much they make you smile. That's how people like this need to work. They need to be attractive and look the part to even be worth a damn for a person like anyone, honestly. Because they don't really have their power. They're a fake king, is how this is coming across. The lizard has more power here than this fucking king. So, yeah, just ignore them. Go about your business. Don't even look at them. Don't react to them as if they're not there, like as if like, oh, I'm living my life. I didn't even notice you there. I don't even know that I didn't notice you there. Like we're gonna keep on moving over here. So, yeah, but you look really beautiful. I really like your vibe. You're really, really nice to be around. You're very calming as well at the moment. Like people that don't know you and sit next to you might be like, I can breathe. Oh my God, my day's getting better just because I don't know, I felt good in this moment in time. And I don't know why I did that. Maybe some people do pick up like that person, there's something about them, and they make me feel better just because, like this is how good you are with yourself. So yeah, protect your energy is how it's coming across. But I think if you just focus on yourself, it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about that. Best protection is focusing on your own shit. When don't take on energy that comes in a wave from another source, and then you don't even think about it. You don't think about the person, you don't think about what they did, how it feels, what they want, why they're doing it, right? If you just go past all of the spiritual warfare little detail thingies and you just focus on yourself, they won't have what to do with you anyway. Like they can't be a part of your reality because you are literally thinking and focusing on things that don't match their vibe, so they can't enter that space. Because you are making good money for the future, you're making a good home, a good house, a good location. You're denouncing some people that you've held like family, best friends, partners, extended family, whoever it is. You're denouncing all of that. You're letting go of traditions and attachments to how things should be, and you've decided, I'm gonna be my own boss. I'm moving forward. It's okay. I don't want to be in this fighting energy. You've noticed that like it doesn't matter who you are and how you act and how much you focus on this energy of actual happy home, good resources, healthy communication, loving relationships. It's like people lose their shit every single time and start arguing over freaking nothing because they can't sort their own stuff out. They can't figure out how they need to change or what they need to do or how they need to be responsible for their words and actions and thoughts, right? And that doesn't have shit to do with you if you're looking after yourself. Like Ten of Pentacles is, if it's a home, right? You need everyone to try at that home because it's not going to be the Ten of Pentacles if one person is fucking taking care of that Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of moving parts to it. There's so many different things. Look at the damn card. So, yeah, I think you just said like, no, screw it, I'm done. I like that reveal because I didn't know that was the Empress underneath there. Oh, all right, yeah. So you're not happy about this because some of these people you really like, you liked, you saw the good in them, and now it's like all getting funky and weird. And some of these people you've known all your life, some of these people you've known for better half of your life, and it's like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were good. I thought we were going to be alright, and you're kind of just assholes I need to get rid of. Not because you're maybe not all of them are maybe malicious or bad or whatever, but a lot of like the people you're leaving don't choose better for themselves. They don't take accountability or responsibility. They're all codependent as fuck with each other, and they believe that's the way that healthy family and community runs. You're connected to each other, you look after each other, and that's how you survive and go forward. It's like, no, you need to look after yourself first before you can expend that and create around a community, right? You need to be a leader, an empress in your place, in your own life, in a position of being at the head of your life, and then you can see if a community is good for you, if it's not, if it's functional, if it's non-functional, if it's going to abuse that power of yours, right? If it's going to help you kind of like find a place in a community to keep vibing in your power, right? Just to, have some experiences, but not necessarily have everything riding on it, or like that's it. Yeah, you're afraid because you're also gonna be doing this alone until someone rolls in that's not this fucking King of Wands. I think you need to have a counterpart on here. So when you get a freaking King of Cups looking back at you, and staring at you while you're looking at your things, that's I would say you can go for that relationship more so than this one. Um, because I don't like this person. They look good. They are shit feeling though. So yeah, keep trusting yourself, keep moving forward, face the fears and doubts about all of this or how upset you are about these people and why you are upset, right? Like, oh, I'm upset because I really invested in all of this and I really gave it my all and I really gave my heart into it. And it took me this long to realize like I should have been doing this on my own, right? Or how many times I put up with this person's bullshit and now they're just being worse about it or something. There's a lot of issues because I feel like as all of these nine swords are like thoughts about I was there for them and they weren't there for me and I'm doing this and it kind of sucks, it's nice. I am in a Queen of Cups energy and I'm becoming my Empress, right? But I'll have everything I want and need, and it's okay and it's all right and it'll be fine. But like, it's so uncomfortable that people that you did love and care for have become such a heartache and nuisance that you gotta let go of, and it is hard, right? Especially if it's like family. Maybe it's someone you got married to and you were dating since you were a teenager. I don't know, right? Like this is very close life stuff. This is close things. Town you grew up in, lived for, I don't know, at least 20 or something years, right? Family who you also might have lived with until you left uni or something. Um, yeah, the neighborhood you spent a shit ton of time in. Something you've carried on from childhood, either your high school friendships, maybe your sports team, extracurricular activities. Like, you thought this was it. You thought this was the click. This was that. Yeah, and it's not. But everything's gonna be okay. See, see, see? I told you. I told you. You also don't need to get stuck in analysis paralysis. Just let the emotions and the thoughts flow. Don't loop on them. Let them go to their own conclusion. Don't judge it and see, how you feel after a day or two of that. Because I feel like before you go here, you just need to grieve and let this go. And then all of these negative cards will disappear, and you'll really just what you'll be experiencing is just gonna be this. And all of this is just gonna, you know. So yeah. Best of luck to you. I'm gonna just like do that without fuck that energy. We're not gonna have that. And yeah, congratulations. Lovely reading. I hope that, you keep looking to this energy, not to what we just put underneath. And yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a good time doing whatever you're doing or getting through it. And yeah, I have a link tree below besides the usual YouTube things. And have a good one. See ya. Hello, pile number three. You got the Hermit reversed. Er, Sorry, the card's gonna be a bit dark. I'm gonna try and place it somewhere where the lighting can give it justice. So weird, because I would expect, like, for them to be more reflective, and they're kind of not. But yeah, as soon as I got this card with the other three, I was like, "You're getting out of hermithood." I know that's pretty cut and dry, considering that this is the hermit reversed. But I don't think you'll stop being a hermit. I think this is like a very spiritual, metaphysical pile that is all about their own inner solitude and the journey of self, besides the secrets and the truth of the universe, cosmos, and God and whatever the fuck else interests you. But I think that you are going to be coming out as that person that you are in your solitude and the depths of you, right? That's going to be coming out to the surface. You're going to be showing it because something has yet again matured there. It has evolved into a new place and space and state, and it so needs to be expressed in the same way. It needs to be elevated in how it's seen, and so it needs to kind of like gain that traction of it being like what it is out in the world. Uh, it's kind of like you coming out into the world. Your peace and solitude doesn't change. You don't need to work too hard or anything else, but you might feel discomfort in having to talk about more personal ideas, more personal thoughts, the revelations you have gained from being in this space of the hermit, right? Seeking guidance or following your own talents, gifts, abilities, psychic inputs of like this is what who you are, this is where you're at, this is what the world is about to you, and this is what you see and what you can voice, and this is why it's important. Like it is I know there's something very important about it because this perspective isn't really spoken about. People keep it to themselves for a reason, but right now it's being broken apart, and you are one of those people that is safe enough, is strong enough, has went through it enough to have really come out of it as that new foot forward or that new face in our physical reality in our society that starts speaking about magic, about mystical sciences, about deep ancient news and wonders, or how past life experiences connect to this life, right? And you're talking about like the major big incarnations that we all feel like Atlantis, Melodek, I don't know, maybe some of you are like really deeply tied into Venus and what was happening there, because there's a lot of Venus energy that's been cleared out throughout like I don't know, the last 3 years, right? And anyone from the Venusian collective, if you're a psychic, you're very on point. I don't know why I've noticed that, but Venusian psychics, fucking damn it, man, your damn messages, they're really well put. They're very high divine aligned, and they have really good practical knowledge in them too. And it's just, I don't know, it's tied in a way that's really healthy for people to listen to and hear. Um, and it's really important that a person with your maturity that has this access and understanding, right, and has honed this for so long is the one to walk this new path. Because this is a big collective thing. This isn't like the whole collective. This is a big part of the collective that's light workers, star seeds, whatever, psychics. And they've been in solitude. They've been working hard at some deep energetical things, and now they're being called forward to become a person that physically talks about it, physically appears, physically has those discussions, and physically shares either these experiences, practices, or sacred knowledge in the way that is healthy. Because some things are still going to be kept hidden. We aren't going to be blasting it out all around everywhere, like some of the things. But there's a lot of stuff that we're starting to open. It's kind of like we're coming out of the dimmed age of being unconscious and disconnected to stepping into, even if you're not a psychic, you can still, view the world as like it's energy, there's vibes, and you can look out for your own well-being with that. And it doesn't need to be superstitious, right? In a negative way, or it can be like just like a casual, calm thing of like I don't know who believes, in the ladders and the broken mirrors stuff and whatever. Some people do, some people don't. But even if they don't believe in spirituality or magic, they for some damn reason still need to grab that salt when whatever bad luck happens and throw it over their shoulder. And it's like, why? Right? So now we're evolving into a space where it doesn't matter who believes it or not, but there is going to just be more acceptance on these conversations of like, this shit is real to the person experiencing it. This shit really does have unexplainable experiences, right? Some people have specific vibes. Um, why is everyone afraid of witches, gypsies, and other whatever things? Or people hexing you who can hex you, right? Like explaining this in between that have experienced, but we've never stepped into. We haven't really spoken about it unless you get into spiritual communities, but then they kind of take it out of context into woo-woo lands, right? And you're like in the middle, like I can understand the woo-woo and I see the reality of all of it, and I understand and I have the capabilities to step out and talk about it. You have the actual language for it. You have the skill set. You can actually speak about it without getting caught up in the words or the throat or the vibe of it, right? You use your higher mind and also your intellect to have like a very even-ended conversation that brings it forward. And you don't need to, be super famous, popular, whatever. You can just be well known. You could just be that person in your community. Maybe you start helping up with your church groups or something. Maybe it's crafts, right? And everyone's like, talking about life stuff there. And then, I don't know, maybe it's book club with, all the peeps you go there with, and you're I don't know, talking about life because it's a big, big, deep book. I don't know. Regardless of what it is, because this is different. Like these people are across our planet, and they do many different things. Some always needed and wanted and knew they were going to be on the big stage in the center of it, being, the people that kind of are looked to for that. But that's just their role, right? There's also people that are in the sidelines with it. They don't want to be on the fucking stage. They want to be in the sidelines. They want to keep this going, and that's their purpose, and they feel fulfilled. They don't need millions of people on a YouTube account following them. They can just be like, I'm in this business, and I'm popular or I'm well known or I don't even leave my house, but online, this is my thing. This is where I'm at, or like I'm teaching people. I am a leader in that respect, like I've learned all of this. Now I started talking about it, or I got led to start creating groups around it. Or, yeah, I do have accounts where I post on, right? But it's not about the community or socialization vibe of it. It's kind of like you just post stuff, right? So there's many different phases of it. You don't need to hype this up to be a superstar, but you don't need to also like put it down as like, oh, this is just spiritual woo woo shit, like it's not gonna actually become anything. It's not gonna come through as something tangible or real. And it's like, no, this stuff comes up for a reason. It is gonna become a thing. You've lived through this. If this isn't resonating, you can, click off. But like, this is for people that have weird conversations with themselves in their heads or with the invisible things in the corner about life, existence, feelings, love, right? That go through a lot of visions, uh, weird dreams, feelings, maybe phantom pain experiences or other things that they can't explain. And they went through years of this to come to this point of transformation where they don't need to be in the closet about it anymore. And they are being called forward with a bunch of other people to really accept that side of themselves and to know that it's kind of like divinely ordained. Like, we need these people to start talking about the weird shit so everyone else starts talking about weird shit instead of arguing about practical things that don't matter because you're still gonna have them. It's still gonna occur and you're still gonna die by the end of your life, right? It doesn't matter. We're all gonna eat the food we're gonna eat. We're gonna sleep however much we're gonna sleep. The house is gonna be a house. We're gonna not have a fucking house at some point too. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be life. It's even ended, it's not even, it's happening, it's stopped. Like, but the deeper conversations about it that we don't talk about because everyone's afraid is a really big issue and problem, and people weren't able to do it beforehand because these truths were protected and these people were protected. But now you're getting like brought forward to center stage. Whatever that is for you, you know, even if people don't fucking see you, and yeah, you're making this new reality for people that live this way, that are gonna be spoke people about it, that you know, maybe in general it's just like kind of like people aren't gonna look at you as weird because you do tarot or like crystals or think you're fucking weird because you're spiritual. It's just gonna be like, oh, okay, so you're an atheist, you're a spiritual person, you're someone in the middle here. The three of us aren't judging each other. We're, you know, hanging out, having fun. Maybe occasionally talking about it, maybe not, but it's okay. It's like a grounded, practical experience that doesn't need to get too heady or too emotional because it doesn't matter. Yeah, you've stopped trying to counterbalance things or make yourself fit in. You've decided to just like stop being so black and white or rash about it. You're kind of just accepting that, like, okay, so this is what this was. I needed this time. I went into it. I thought my life maybe was going to be primarily this, and now I'm coming out of it and realizing, like, no, my life is going to be different than what I imagined, but there's a reason I've always been comfortable in the hermit. That there's a reason that solitude is gonna keep being there and it's not gonna go anywhere, and I can't forget that. You know, like this is important. I feel like as the hermit reversed, you're still gonna be the hermit, you know? You're just not gonna be that hermit that literally no one knows what's happening with them, where they're at, how old they are now, you know, like what did they go through? Like when you're in the hermit, you're in the hermit. No one sees you. No one actually hears you or interacts with you. Or if they do, they don't understand where you're at in your life. They can't see what you're going through. They can't understand the deeper concepts or the isolation and introversion you're going through. It's kind of just like that person is a ghost, right? They're in a weird planet, place, realm of their own, but here it's kind of like you're the hermit that's not going to be kept away from everyone as much anymore. You're going to show up as the hermit and then you're going to go away again to be the hermit. So, really cool, really great. Thank you for being the voice that we need. You know, I know that this part of the journey is not easy, and especially for the ones that really like being a hermit that isn't fucking bothered, right? The more you go on that journey, the more it's kind of like, leave me alone. You know, like just I don't want to have anything to do with not being a hermit, but so some of you might want to, and this is your time. Take it slow, don't move too fast. Like all of this very slow moving energy. Things can happen quickly because of the divine orchestration occurring currently, and fate and destiny playing their sides to it. But you should just, you know, take it one step at a time. Probably kind of like breathe and don't at all move or rush too much when shit really starts picking up and going on. Like, stay in your lane, be on your level, be in tune with yourself, and just keep being the hermit, you know, that's speaking up and showing up in the world. So, yeah, two last cards. We have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so don't become too materialistic and into the goals or the resources of it. This might be for the Virgos here or Capricorns, I guess, as well. Anyone that's kind of like thinks about analytics, resources, statistics, and results and profit, this is very much calling you out. If you're not a person that's struggling with survival mentality of like, how am I gonna make it through this, and how am I gonna make ends meet, or I want this to have this amount of views and this amount of fucking likes, and otherwise I can't continue it because I need something to be driving it physically, practically realistic, right? Don't get into those two states of mind. Don't get into greed as well as really coming through is like greediness through or from this. Like, oh, I know this stuff. I'd started doing this, so this is where I'm now sitting and I'm so great, right? Like, yeah, appreciate yourself and say like, I did this. Like, I really worked hard and this is where this has led me and I can't believe some of it, but like don't be greedy, don't be an ass about it. Don't get into just the money and resources of it. It's not going anywhere. You just attained a new level. Just leave it, like you don't need to hoard it. You don't need to be a king of pentacles in general with the devil here at all. You can just be, who you are, do your things, but don't make a game out of it, vibe with it. Don't play the statistics of success. It's gonna ruin this whole thing for you personally, because it'll just make you go through some more learning about how to not do this part and then be all of this. So thank you very much for having this reading. I hope it has helped you. And yeah, if you want to go check out more things, there's the link tree down below. Do whatever with the comments if you want to, or if you don't want to, whatever. And thank you so much. Have a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.